So what is the quarry? In Malcolm Gladwell's book, it's called Outliers, they talk about how certain places, there is a place in upstate New York and a place in Russia where the students are taught in an environment that isn't the most beautiful. Because what it does is it gives people a sense of entitlement to this beautiful place, and it doesn't help them to focus on what they're actually doing, which is the task at hand. Whether that's learning tennis in Russia or developing your skills as a concert instrumental player, you're missing out on the heart of what it is you're trying to do. And so the purpose of the quarry is to do just that. Now when you step in here, you kind of are a little thrown because it's not your typical gym. It's a little more rough around the edges. It may actually be rough all over the place. But what it signifies is that you are here to build strength. You're not here to admire the beautiful walls, the shiny bars, and the clean mats. Sometimes there's chalk on the floor, but it signifies work. And what the quarry is we are constantly working to draw out and express the greatest form of your strength that we can. My name is Marc. I am the strength and conditioning coach primarily for my primal being, and we are in the quarry. The quarry is basically just a space that I created to build strength, basically, to seek out strength in people. And the whole point of it is actually to dig into to sort of remove distractions. It's not about the facility so much as it is your internal focus. And so that's kind of what I want to drive in the quarry, is to get you to find your strength and the depths of your abilities, and to so-called live your prime. But in order to do that, you have to focus in on you rather than the environment around you. These are just tools around us. The tools have gotten better, but the focus is still the same, and that's to drive out strength and the depths of your abilities. I'm from what you would say like a traditional approach. I was born in the Philippines and I was raised there for 6 to 7 years, and so there is still that part in my blood. And what that taught me, even though I fought it for years, is it made me realize that it's not about the things around you. When my parents would always talk about what it meant to be Filipino, and even though I fought that, what to me it represented was that it's that sort of heart and that willingness and that drive to seek out your passion regardless of your circumstances. And so even though I don't artificially create these sort of messy circumstances at the quarry, it's just that it, in a way, kind of teaches people that regardless of where you are in life, if what drives you comes from within, you should be willing to find it and to push. And there's no greater place for me that has been the best means of discovery than through strength. And I think when you empower people through strength and they realize that they're stronger than they believe they are, especially with women, then they start to find what they're really capable of doing. When you learn to bridge what you learned in the training environment with the rest of the world, you discover that a lot of the things that you over-dramatize aren't that difficult, and that you can actually overcome a lot of the hurdles that you have set in your way. And it's simply a matter of deciding that you're gonna freaking do it, that you're gonna pick up that bar, that you're gonna become a better person at work, that you're gonna become greater for the people around you, and that you're gonna move beyond your own petty emotions and actually be good to your children, your loved ones, and the people that really matter to you. And this is a decision that you can make. Just like it's a decision that you can make to pick up the spar or to walk away from it. But it's your decision, and it's no one else's fault, and it's also no one else's, no one else can really take credit other than yourself if you do it or you don't. I've got a broad range of people that I've worked with over the last 2.5 or 3 years that have been doing this. And I'd like to move it along a little bit faster. I'd like a better facility. It's never for me, it's just so I can provide a better service for people. And that's whatever, that's neither here nor there. But it's always been the people that have defined what goes on here and the things that they're able to accomplish. One of my favorites is this young kid, and what most people would think is that this is an impossibility. I've got this kid who's, he just turned 20, and he, for the longest time, at least, I don't know, I think he was born with this, he had scoliosis. And he's had surgery, and he has a lot of work that needs to get done. He has to correct his posture and all that stuff. But the kid, for what it's worth, is really strong. And I went into this project with him thinking, oh God, like, I don't want to screw this kid up. Like, I could hurt this kid. But I just very diligently worked with him and worked closely with him, and we were able to put on about 15 pounds of muscle in 1 month with this kid. Now granted, he is a raw beginner, and gains will come to any raw beginner very easily, but just for him to be able to see that he is stronger than his condition and his circumstances is great. So the thing I want everyone to understand is that it's never too late to discover your prime. And that prime is the most optimal version of who you can be. And I say you can be because you can always strive to achieve greater, regardless of the fact that you're 15, 17, 23, 75, it doesn't matter. So strive to go at it and break down those walls that have been set around you, because those walls were set by you sometimes, and they were given to you by people who were less capable and who believed even less in themselves to actually try something. So go out there. If something deep inside you really yearns to express itself, whether it's in strength or in ability, so just go out there and try to strive for it. If you guys are interested in any way in checking any of the stuff out, I try to make this a lot more community based, because it's not about me, it's about what people do to interact with each other and to discover that they are not alone in their journey. So they can check out the My Primal Being page on Facebook, which is a lot better to check out than the website. The website's coming along, but it's still kind of in tatters right now. So they can check out the My Primal Being Facebook page. And if they want to hit me up directly, they can just hit me up at marc@myprimalbeing.com, and that'll be a pretty much direct link to me, and we can talk food, we can talk workouts, or you can just shoot the shit with me and say I'm a worthless scumbag. Other than that, it's been an absolute honor working with you, Iron Fortitude, or to people that actually know you, Juan. And it's been an absolute privilege to be coached by you and to learn that even in myself, I've had to discover what it means to really tap into my strength and to push and to be able to achieve what we were able to do as a team with George from Ruthless Body, yourself as Iron Fortitude, yourself as Iron Fortitude, and myself as My Primal Being going into the competition at Metroflex. Thank you for that, and I can only hope to share some of that experience and some of that energy with the people that interact with us and the people that are able to come here. Say bye.